Hello, it's so nice to see you again and again. Welcome. We're going to talk about success, a spiritual path. I'm going to talk about how success and spirituality might actually be linked as opposed to being looking at as two different things, and people who are successful are not spiritual and vice versa. We want to break open this discussion and speak about the myths that surround spirituality as well as success. Welcome to day 6 of Success, a Spiritual Path. I'm Karishma, the founder of Soulkatha, and along with these plants, I welcome you to explore the parts of you that are wanting to be successful and yet be spiritual. Today, we're going to talk about sabotaging success. How do we do it? And sometimes we do it very, very successfully. It's funny, right? The very thing that you want, you stay away from because you're not quite sure how to approach it. You're not quite sure how the world views it. You're not quite sure if the values you were taught about success are right. And somewhere deep within us, and actually the very core of us, we don't really embrace success. We're going to talk about ways that we don't embrace success and in fact actively end up sabotaging success without really knowing it. And the number one factor for that is fear. Fear of not knowing where we want to go. And this happens in conversations with really successful people as well. People that you and I would look at and think that they've reached the pinnacle of their careers, and inside of themselves, they're actually not very satisfied and they don't feel successful. And that is because the definition for every single person of what a success is different. The definition is so unique for what passion lies ahead for them and what calling they want to answer. And they're actually trapped in this success bubble that they think is what the world will view them as successful, but in fact is actually not satiating them in the least. And by not going after what they really like, successful people, unsuccessful people, these are all terms, these are all labels that we put on each other and ourselves. And it's the fear that paralyzes us when we think we're leading a certain life and that life should be enough. And I'd like to argue that. I'd like to reverse that theory on top of its head and say, hey, what if you could be anything you wanted to and you define what success means to you? What would you be doing right now? The answer sometimes is not clear, but that's okay. But first, let's go back and start with the fear. What are we afraid of? What are you afraid of? To really begin to do what you want to do. Do you think that you won't be successful? Have you put yourself in a box that says that you can only be that successful or else you may as well not start, or you may not give up something that you already have to chase a dream that is possibly not going to get fulfilled? What does all of this mean to you when you're going ahead with the motions of life and actually sabotaging your own success? What if you don't put yourself in any box, in any framework, and you ask yourself, what do I fear the most? Is it my self-image? What I think of myself? Is it the legacy I want to leave behind? Is it that I already have so much and I should be content and I should be grateful, and why should I even chase after something else when I have so much? What is it that you fear? It's almost like we fear even wanting, even desiring. People will think we're crazy that to want more. People will think we're crazy if we leave this opportunity, which is right in front of us, to go after something else that's possibly unfamiliar, doesn't have any solid returns, and we have no idea how it's going to go. Can that be your definition of success? Someone who chases after what you want. Can that be enough for now? Can it be enough that success and failure are not looked at as two white and black things, but a journey of just this beautiful multi-technicolor show that, just flows in and out of your life, and everything is an experience, and everything is, you're embracing it, you're loving it, and you're desiring all these experiences because you want to meet whatever it is that is inside of you that you really want to do. And a lot of times we don't know what that really want to do thing is because we're so scared that we don't even bother getting into that territory. That fear just gets us in the stuck position where we keep doing what we're doing and we're hoping that, that thought goes away. And it sort of doesn't. Maybe it just goes, lower down the food chain of our thoughts. But somewhere it comes up again, and then we push it down again, and then sometimes it comes up again and we push it down again. Never fully gives up because it's inside of you. Motivate yourself to sit down and write down what it is coming between you and success in the definition that you think of yourself as successful. Not the whole world. You could be completely broke and think that you have no opportunities, and you operate from a place of let me just take what I can get. And my appeal to you is that is fear. You're sabotaging your success by thinking that there's a limit on you, by thinking there's a limit on opportunities, by thinking there's a limit on success. It's infinite. And we can change this story into a success story by sitting down with our fears and listing them. 1, 2, 3, what are my fears? And then, with our breath, we can slowly and gently work through them. Let's start right now, actually. You're breathing in nice and deep, feeling a nice sense of relaxation through your body. Spine nice and tall. You can be walking, lying down, sitting, whatever's comfortable. Breathing in, into your chest, out of your belly. Nice deep breaths for me. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Inhaling in success and exhaling all the obstacles that are coming in your way towards that dream. Inhaling in success and exhaling, saying goodbye to obstacles. And with the next inhale, I'd like you to raise your arms, welcoming in that success. And as you exhale, just a gentle little twist here. Feel a sense of letting go. Feel the welcoming again as you open up your body with the breath. And then as you exhale, just let go of all obstacles, of everything that is sabotaging your success. Inhaling in deep and exhaling. It's such a gentle movement, but when you power movement with the breath, you'll realize the power of what happens in your biorhythms, what happens in your thoughts, and how your beliefs change. Every time you inhale, welcome in success, the version of you that you like, the definition that you think of as success. And exhaling here, everything that you don't need that is not taking you to success. Last one, inhaling in nice and deep Success. Exhaling, letting go of everything that's coming in your path towards that dream. Inhaling in, beautiful. And exhaling, letting go. Inhaling and just giving yourself a big hug here. Taking the time for choosing to be positively motivated, for joining Soulkatha in your journey towards consciousness, towards success. Tell your friends about this. Tell everyone that you know, that who you think is sabotaging their success, for smaller little pieces of the pie, that you can have the whole pie and eat it too. It's pretty fantastic, isn't it? Subscribe to us, like us, love us, talk to us. And yes, always shine bright with Soulkatha.